You're a human like me. You have bloods in your vein. Your heart is pumping. You have two arms, I have two arms. You have one brain, I have one brain. You have two eyes, I have two eyes. You poop, I poop. You have a lips, you have a nose, you have like, what is it? Like, today I met a celebrity. I'm not going to mention his name just yet for privacy reason. But all I'm gonna say is that he's in Grey's Anatomy. And I didn't get to take a picture with him, and that's okay. The experience itself was enough. I never really been the type of girl to fangirl over celebrities. I don't keep up with celebrities news. I don't obsess over famous people. I've never understood why people get so excited about meeting them. But today I finally understood. There's something different about seeing someone that you've only ever watched on TV or on screen right in front of you, right in the flesh in front of you. And it's hard to explain, but it almost makes success feels tangible. Seeing him didn't make me think like, oh my gosh, it's a celebrity. It made me think like, okay, like success is actually like possible. It made me feel like your dreams are actually achievable. I don't know, that's the kind of thing, that's what I got from today. Like, and honestly it was like, yeah, it made my day 10 times better because I think that's the first famous person I've ever met in my whole life. Like, that's my first encounter of a celebrity that I've always just seen on TV, see in the flesh. And I will see many more. Amen. But like, it just was a different, exciting, fun experience. And it reminded me that people that we admire aren't just character on the screen. They're real people who once had dreams, work hard towards them and achieve them. Seeing someone who reached that level of success makes your own dream feel a little bit more real. I imagine if I ever met one of the best footballers in the world, I'd probably feel the same exact way because it made me think about the World Cup. If I ever met one of the players or anything, if they can achieve something incredible, maybe our dreams are not as impossible as they sometimes feel. And that was the biggest lesson I took from today. Afterwards, I was talking to someone about this experience that made me think about fame in general. I asked them like, if you were famous, would you want to be recognized in a crowd, or would you be the person who's like humble and you just want to go on about your day and you don't want anyone to bother you? And they said that they would want to be recognized, and I had the same feeling about her. I said I do want to be recognized, and if you're honest, it feels good to be appreciated. It feels good to be loved by people, to like your work, whatever you do in the field, like people love it so much that they want to meet you, that they want to express that appreciation. I think it feels good, but I also think that there's a danger in that. When your identity becomes so dependent on being recognized, your ego can quietly take over, and when someone don't recognize you, you're like, well, like, why are you treating me like a normal human being? I'm not normal. Like, do you know who I am? I think that's where the do you know who I am comes from, because like, hello, like, you poop as well. Like, sometimes, like, I think you have to remind yourself like, every famous people also poop. Like, they're still the same. I think that brings you back to earth. Like, they're not any different. They simply have a gift and a talent that they've worked over and over and over again, that they mastered it and they became famous for. Or whatever someone else can do to become famous. It doesn't only have to be a skill or a talent. Like, you can be famous for a bad thing, and I hope that doesn't happen to anybody, because that must be a very bad experience. And sometimes I think it might, from outside, it might look good to want to be famous, but I can't imagine a celebrity who simply just want to live a normal life, but they simply can't, because wherever they go, they're gonna be recognized. Wherever they go, there's gonna be a crowd. Like, I think it makes it almost impossible to live a normal life in this world. And I was gonna say that when I become famous, because when I was talking to the other person, I asked them that same question: what would they do if they were famous? And I agree that I would also want to be recognized. I would also do like basic everyday things to stay down to earth, because I feel like when you have the money, you have everything. You have people that can cook for you, you have people that can take care of you, you have people that can clean your house, you have people that can do the simplest, like that can take up the easy everyday responsibility that you have. And just for that reason, I would still want to do those kind of things to just stay down to earth. And I was thinking like, actually people or the world makes it kind of impossible to live a normal life if you're famous. You cannot just get up one day and just go grocery shopping. If you're a famous person, you're gonna be surrounded by guards and all that. Even going shopping in a mall alone, or like a brand luxury store, like there's gonna be a crowd, unless it's some type of unknown brand that is only for high class that nobody really knows, unless it's the high top class, like unless it's that. But like if you just want to stay down to earth, I feel like it's just gonna be a bit harder, unless you go to like a whole new country where nobody really knows. But if you reach the type of fame that you're known globally, how do you live a normal life? Like, how do you really live a normal life? Seriously. And all right, my birthday is coming up, so if you want to make me really happy, please buy me a 256GB memory card for my Sony camera, because it's been pissing me off lately. And if it's not a battery problem, it's a memory card problem. Like, battery is not even an issue, it's the card. I would delete stuff, I would make a video, and it tells me that there's still no space. I don't know how to initialize reinitialize the whole thing. Like, I would have to search up or whatever, because how am I deleting something from my MacBook and it's still telling me, okay, there's not enough space? What are we talking about? Anyways, back to the video. As I was talking about how, like, if I became famous, I was still gonna do things to keep me grounded. But the world makes it hard to live normally as a famous person. It would be hard to live normally as a famous person. And honestly, when I met him today, I just love his quiet confidence. He was kind, he was quiet, he was calm, and I just love that about him. Like, I aspire to be like that. I aspire to just have this kind of charisma, calm, humble presence. You know what I mean? I think I'm more like the bubbly, like, wow, like if you know me, like, I think I'm the kind of sunshine type of person, like bubbly. And sometimes when people don't give me that same energy back, it's like, come on, like, let's party. I'm not a party girl, so we're talking, but like, come on. And that really depends on my mood, because sometimes my mood can change like this, you know. But like, I'm the type to be like, really, I would stay at my best self. I would describe myself as bubbly, sunshine, and I love to have fun. I don't think I'm like, if I became famous, like, I don't think I would be like, I walk in the room and then it's just like I have this quiet, humble, charismatic presence. I've actually read a book about charisma, and they describe the different type of charisma, and you can also like be like a sunshine and just talk to people and all that and still be charismatic. But there's also like a quiet presence that is like charismatic. You don't have to do too much, but your presence speaks for itself. You know what I mean? I've been looking at here. I need to look there. Sorry guys, sorry if I have not been making eye contact with you. I've been working on that. If you look on my past video, I've actually became better at making the eye contact. Okay, so we're getting better. Anyways, yeah, I was just gonna say, like, this is to remind you guys, like, don't give up on your dreams. Slow down. See, the thing about me, I have so much in my mind and I try to say in one sentence and it's not coming out right. I either don't finish the sentence or I would say a sentence in my head and I think that I said it out loud and I didn't say it out loud, and I would watch back my video and I swear I said the word but I did. It's so funny to look at it. It's so funny to watch back. That's why I need to slow down. But anyways, I believe that God has placed a dream and a purpose in each of us. No, I feel like God has placed a dream in each of us, and I think we're all capable. Not that everyone needs to be famous, but everyone has a gift that is supposed to be used for other people, whether it's in the entertainment industry, whether it's in the medical industry, whether it's in the art industry, whether it's in the what. Like, I think creativity, you can use creativity in every industry. But yeah, like, you are meant to be here, you have a purpose and you have to. I think I'm kind of getting an idea of what my purpose is. 5 years ago, if you asked me what is my purpose, I would have never been able to tell you. And I think what helped me is a lot of time alone. And sometimes, even if I'm like, okay, yeah, don't give up, keep going, da 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 da, it's okay to be real with yourself. It's okay to be like, I'm tired, and that's okay. I need a break, and that's okay. This season it's hard, and that's okay. And cry if you need to. But one day you will look back and realize that the dream that you thought was so impossible was actually very much achievable. And that's what meeting that famous celebrity person made me feel. Like, dang, like, if you can do that, then I can do that. You're a human like me. You have blood in your vein, your heart is pumping, you have two arms, I have two arms, you have one brain, I have one brain, you have two eyes, I have two eyes, you poop, I poop, you have a lips, you have a nose, you have, like, what is it, like, we have the same thing. Like, maybe like some might be born in wealth, they might have had it easier than other people, but I still think that it's possible. If someone was able to do it, you can even be doing it 10,000 better, because they might be born in wealth. Some people don't even like, oh my gosh, I just want a real life, while my parents always like, oh my gosh, just keep going in this family business. And some of them are like, oh my gosh, like, what is my parent talking about? Like, I just want to live a normal life and everything. And I feel like sometimes some of them might be like, oh, I mean, I'm already wealthy, I don't need to really do much. And then someone who works 10 times harder is capable of just becoming much greater than that person, because they took for granted what they had. And someone who never had what they took for granted is capable of being much more successful than that person who took what they had for granted. PS, this is editing me here, and I know that I'm comparing somebody's achievement to somebody's inspiration, but when you do something, you shouldn't compare yourself to someone. You should compare yourself to yourself, because if you compare yourself to somebody else, it can bring a lot of discouragement. And the whole point of me bringing those two comparison is that you shouldn't feel like because somebody was born in wealth make you feel like it's impossible to achieve a dream. But don't compare yourself to that person when you're working on your dream, but compare yourself to your old self. And you should be only in competition with yourself, but not with other people. It's good to want to be better, it's good to want to be greater, but not compare yourself to other people to the point that it start consuming you in a toxic way. If it's inspiring you, great, but to the point that becomes jealousy and consume you in a toxic way, that's bad. Like, might as well just compare yourself to yourself. So I don't think that it's impossible to see someone who have achieved success and be like, oh, that's impossible. Like, I think seeing them in person makes you feel like, wait, this is possible. And yeah, my how can I call them? An acquaintance was like, oh my gosh, look at her, she's blushing. I wasn't blushing, I was just very excited, and that's just how I am. It doesn't matter what it is. If something happened and I'm super excited about it, I would simply just be all giddy about it. But it's not like, it doesn't mean that I'm blushing. That's not like a celebrity crush or anything. Mind you, he is very attractive. He is quite indeed attractive. Globally attractive, I would say. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's like it was a celebrity crush, but it was like, wow, okay, I need to get a picture with you. But
I respect the privacy. I understand in the scenario circumstances why we couldn't take the picture, so that's okay.
so anyways, that's the end of the video. Hope you loved it and enjoyed it. I noticed that these days I've been doing this a lot, like, but it is what it is. Peace. I'm gonna see you on my next video. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is not even my normal outro, but it is what it is. Peace. Mwah. This is my normal outro. Mwah. If you notice on a lot of videos, that's what I do. Okay, bye now.